People keep asking if AI is going to take their jobs. Wrong question. The real question is, what happens when someone using AI can suddenly do your job 5 times faster than you? Because that's the shift that's already happening. And honestly, that's a lot more dangerous. Not because AI is replacing humans overnight, but because it's quietly changing what value looks like. And most people still think this is either a trend or Terminator coming true. This is different. This changes the economics of work itself, and it is great. And the best part is the people most at risk right now usually aren't the worst workers. They're the slow adapters. That's the part nobody wants to hear. Because most people are waiting for certainty before they change. With the people winning right now, they're adapting now. Then you can protect yourself for the future. And that creates an absolutely brutal advantage for you. Because AI probably won't take your job. They won't look like Arnold. It'll be the person who learned to work smarter. Now, before everybody starts panic updating their LinkedIn headline to AI thought leader, let's calm down for a second. This isn't doom content. I actually think most jobs are safer than people realize. And that's important because the internet and social media has completely broken people's brains around AI. Every second thumbnail looks like 10 jobs dead by tomorrow. When electricity put lamplighters out of a job, a new industry of electricians was born. The actual reality is much more interesting and honestly much more uncomfortable, because what AI is really doing is exposing low leverage work. That's the shift, not humans disappearing, leverage changing. See, historically, if you wanted to outperform people at work, you usually needed more experience, more education, more resources, more staff, more time. Now, one smart person with AI can suddenly compete at a level that used to require an entire team. That changes everything. A marketer can brainstorm campaigns faster. A copywriter can create on-brand headlines instantly. A creator can produce content at ridiculous speed and before someone comments. Yeah, but AI output looks generic, correct? That's actually part of the opportunity. We'll come back to that because this is where people completely misunderstand what's happening. Most people think AI is replacing intelligence. It's not. It's compressing execution. Huge difference, because once everyone has access to intelligence, judgment becomes the bottleneck. And this is the part most people miss. When intelligence becomes cheap, judgment becomes expensive. That sentence alone is probably worth more than half the online AI courses right now, which, to be fair, is not an incredibly high bar. Think about it like this. AI is basically giving everybody access to a Formula One car. Sounds exciting, except most people still don't know how to drive. So what happens? Some people become dramatically faster, and some people just crash more efficiently. That's the current AI economy, because using AI badly actually creates new problems. And you can already see this happening everywhere. Generic content, generic resumes, generic emails. LinkedIn right now feels like a motivational robot having a breakdown. Never take your lunch break. Eat at your desk. Reply to motivational emails from your boss. Your sacrifice pays off. You earned that $25 gift card. Is this a joke? This is important because it reveals something massive. The winners won't be the people who use AI the most. It'll be the people who think the best with it. That's the game. AI amplifies direction. If your thinking is average, AI helps you produce average things faster. If your thinking is strategic, AI becomes leverage. That distinction matters enormously. And honestly, I think this is why so many people feel anxious right now. Because deep down, most people aren't scared of AI. They're scared of becoming irrelevant. That's the real fear. Not being replaced by technology, but not having value and falling behind. Especially if you spent years building a career around skills that are suddenly easier to replicate. And look, that feeling is understandable because average work is collapsing in value. That part is real. But here's the interesting part nobody talks about. At the exact same time, high leverage people are becoming more valuable, not less. Because businesses don't care about effort. You just need to learn what they will value. And you can solve problems faster, communicate efficiently, learn quicker, automate repetitive work, and make the job easier. You become extremely difficult to replace. This has never been more important than in a digital world. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because AI is quietly creating an entirely new class of worker, the AI native operator. These people think differently. They don't see AI as cheating, magic, a shortcut, or a threat. They see it as infrastructure. That's a completely different mindset. It's like the difference between someone casually using the internet and somebody building a business on top of it in 2005. Massive gap. And the scary part, that gap compounds fast, because people who understand AI properly can learn things faster, test ideas faster, make mistakes faster, improve faster, and get more work done in less time. That's the hidden advantage. A motivated person today can learn in 6 months what used to take years, and the market is already rewarding it. Because from a business perspective, why would you hire somebody who refuses to work smart and leverage everything at their disposal? If 2 people apply for the same role, and one can use AI more effectively, they become more valuable because they help the business move faster and perform better. And this is exactly why degrees are losing monopoly power. Not because education is useless, but because value is changing. Portfolios matter more, proof matters more, results matter more. And AI helps people create proof faster than ever before. That changes career dynamics massively. This is normally where a productivity guru tells you to wake up at 4 a.m. and journal near a waterfall. That's ridiculous. You don't even live near a waterfall. What are you going to do? Turn on your shower and sit next to that? Think about it. Because most people don't need some ultra-optimized, dopamine-maxing life system. They need clarity and direction. So here's the practical reality. If you want to stay valuable in the AI era, focus on 3 things. Number 1, judgment. Can you identify what actually matters? Can you prioritize correctly? Can you tell good output from bad output? AI struggles with this massively because context matters, taste matters, decision quality matters. Number 2, communication. The people who explain clearly will dominate. Internally, externally, socially, commercially. And ironically, AI makes human communication more important, not less. Because when everyone can generate words, clarity becomes rare. And number 3, adaptability. Because the market rewards adaptable people, especially during technological shifts. The people waiting for everything to stabilize first. You will miss the train. And honestly, I think we're entering a really strange phase culturally. Because for the first time in a long time, being hardworking alone isn't enough. There's this identity a lot of people have now where you're supposed to work the longest, sleep the least, and constantly hustle. Which means the question is changing from how hard do you work to how effectively do you operate? That's a massive psychological shift. And some people are going to resist it emotionally because leverage feels unfair when you've spent years competing through effort. But history doesn't really care about fairness. Technology changes value systems constantly. The internet did it, smartphones did it, social media did it, AI is doing it now. And in 5 years, not using AI at work will feel like using a Refidex to plan your trip. Does anyone even remember these? But there is one massive mistake people are making with AI right now, and it's probably the thing most likely to hurt careers long term. A lot of people are accidentally training themselves to think less. AI should increase your thinking, not replace it. Because if you outsource all your thinking to AI, you become dependent. But if you use AI to accelerate your thinking, you become leveraged. Completely different outcome. And honestly, I think this is the biggest separator coming over the next few years. Not who has AI access. Most people, including yourself, already do. The separator will be who developed better judgment while using it. That's the advantage. That's the moat. That's the career protection. And this is why I'm actually optimistic, because despite all the panic, we are entering one of the best periods in history for adaptable people. Today can learn faster, create faster, and monetize faster than almost any point in history. It's not perfect yet, and it never will be, but the people who stay curious instead of defensive will have the most control in their future, because curiosity adapts faster than fear. Again, you don't have to work the hardest, sacrifice the most, or be the smartest. You just need to adapt. So no, I don't think AI is suddenly going to erase everybody's career overnight, but I do think it's going to expose people who refuse to evolve. And honestly, you're still early. Most people are still overwhelmed, procrastinating, or will refuse to adapt, which means there's still a window, but just like the tech bubble, that window will close, so don't get locked out. And yes, these videos are made with AI. I am AI. However, it's not some magic one-click success button. You still need the right prompts, structure, editing, and judgment. AI can still accelerate the process, but human judgment is still what gives things quality, meaning, and direction. Some parts weren't perfect. I'm sure you will point out the weird shots below, but that's kind of the point. We're figuring this out together in real time. The people who embrace this shift early are probably going to create lives with more balance, freedom, and opportunity. The whole rise and grind culture of sacrificing your health, relationships, and sanity just to prove you work hard is over. The people who win in the next decade will be utilizing AI. More freedom, more balance, more control over your future. So if you want practical systems, smarter thinking, and a better way to navigate the future, subscribe. And if you have any questions or topics you want to focus on, comment below, because I genuinely want this channel to become a place for ambitious people trying to build a better future without losing themselves in the process. And trust me, the next videos are only going to help you build from here.